I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I know you probably all are probably like, wow, this guy's home all day long. Looks like he does nothing. But it's somewhat true, I guess, if you look at it that way. But I paid my dues and am unfortunately have a very hard time getting a job due to some issues. Um, I was in the U.S. Army for almost 2 years, but um, due to a medical problem, I was discharged. Um, if you can believe, at a time, I wasn't this fat. I actually used to be about 170 pounds when I was in the military, and due to my injury and some other issues, I got fat, and I hate it. Um, I'm about 100 pounds heavier than when I was in the Army. Um, but hopefully, when Cindy's back up and at it, we're going to become health nuts and get healthy and raise a healthy child, because we don't want our daughter going through the um, the the torture and torment of other kids if she's a bigger child or something like that. So we want to be able to be healthy and eat right and show her the right ways to be and eat, so she can live a healthy life. And no matter what, we'll still love her. But I don't want to have to beat up any little kids, because I don't like people messing with the family. But yeah, woo. So anyway, but back to the Army. To the Army in 2006. I got out a little before 2008 due to the medical, and I went to basic training in AIT in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, for a to become a military police officer and corrections officer. It was a dual job. Um, Went through that. It wasn't too bad. There was the moments. I was the guy who was picked on a lot, so it was a pain. Um, I went in on Halloween of 2006, October 31st, 2006. I graduated basic in AIT in April, around Easter time of 2007. And I went home for 2 weeks to do something called HRAP, which is home recruiting, something something. It's home recruiting pretty much. You just go home and try and recruit people, and warn them not to join the military, to run away, that you hate your life and everything like that. Um, that's how I feel now. I hate the military and wish I never did it, because it truly messed me up and screwed me over. But yeah, so when I was in basic, we were doing an obstacle course, and it was a bunch of platforms that go up. I forget the name of the obstacle. And as you jump up each platform, it gets farther apart. So you have to use teamwork and pull each other up and stuff like that. Well, when I was doing that with my group, we were going up. We got to a part where I had to be pulled up because I wasn't tall enough to jump up, grab one, go up. Well, when I jumped up, they were pulling me up, and I grabbed onto the platform, the boards or whatever, and I slipped off and fell, and I hit my back, and that irritated it, but didn't completely hurt it. But then, you don't want to say anything. You don't want to be that guy who's like a wuss, because if you miss too much of basic, like if you're out for an injury, you get all the way recycled to the beginning, and I wasn't doing it again. So, being pig-headed, I dealt with it, didn't say nothing. And as it went along with doing more and more stuff, it just got more irritated and started hurting even worse, and it just never went away. But I put up with it. After basic, I stayed at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and went through my AIT schooling for police officer and corrections officer. Completed that. That was really fun. Um, like I said, then I went home for 2 weeks, and then I shipped off to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, home of the 101st Screaming Eagles. 101st Air Assault. The movie Band of Brothers is based on a company. Actually, I think it was the company I was in. A company at the 101st. So, it's pretty cool. I went to a very prestige, high, top of the line, like base, like the #1. And it kind of stunk because they expect so much out of you. And I don't want to say I wanted to skate by in the Army, but I just wanted to do my 6 years and go home. But when I was there, I agitated my back even worse going through the air assault course, and that messed it up really bad. And here was really bad with getting picked on and pulled out of the group and made look like an ass. And I was put through a lot of stuff mentally, and it kind of wore on me, and I was going through a lot of stuff in my personal life, and it just got really bad for me, and I kind of went a little crazy, and had to go spend a little time at, I call it Looney Tune Land. I went and hung out with the Looney Tunes. It's like a rehab place, I guess they called it. It was like a psychiatric rehab type thing for military, where when you kind of have a breakdown, you go there. I got stuck there for a week. To show how much my company cared about me, they didn't bring me any clothes. I wore the same thing, underwear to socks to shirts and my shorts, because I was in PT clothes. I got stuck wearing that for a full week. And the only way to take a bath is you had to use wet ones. Like, I couldn't even take a shower, so it was pretty jacked up. So you can imagine how lovely I smelled. But yeah, this is kind of hard to talk about because not a lot of people know about it. My parents know, Cindy knows. Her parents don't know because they never want to ask. All they want to do is think I'm crazy, and I beat on Cindy, and I do all this stupid shit when I don't. I have, my moments where I get depressed, or I hate the world, or I get angry, but I'm the kind of person that when I get angry, all I do is walk away, and I'll go do something. Like, one of the big things I like to do is go and listen to music. I'll turn on, I found a station on Pandora called The Paramedic. It's a hardcore band. I just put their music on, blast it, and listen to it. I more, when I get angry, beat up on myself. Not like physically beat up myself, but like mentally I beat myself up, and I'm like, why are you getting so mad? You're being stupid. And as I describe it is, I get mad, and then I get mad at myself for being mad, and then I get mad at myself for being mad at myself for being mad. So it's like a cycle I run through. Sometimes it lasts all day, I'll be grumpy. Other times it's 5 minutes. It varies. I do take medicine. I take it every day. Sometimes, depending like how bad I feel that day, mood-wise, it might work, it might not. I think one of the biggest thing is with us being so far away from family, I don't have my comfort zone. It's just me and Cindy, and when I get upset or angry or just annoyed, I don't really have anywhere to run and somebody to talk to. It's not that I'm trying to hide nothing from Cindy, it's just, it's hard for me to talk about, and really the only one who I can easily talk to is my mom, because she's been there, forever. It's been almost 7 years now since I've been out, and I've been dealing with this for probably 8 of them, because it happened, while I was still in. And So you're probably wondering like how that affects working. Well, I have, they come to find out that I have bipolar, and which comes with depression and stuff like that, and some really awkward cases of anxiety. Like going to Walmart is a big one. Walmart is full of people. Walmart is full of stupid people. Stupid people annoy the crap out of me. Um, Sometimes it's not their fault. Like if it's somebody with a handicap or something like that, that doesn't bother me. But it's just the people like that go to Walmart and that just do stupid stuff that really gets on my nerves. My anxiety gets so bad, I feel like I'm gonna get sick. I get very angry and annoyed. Um, Pretty much if we go in knowing what we want, get in, get out, I'm good. But if we get in there and start wandering around and getting near too many crowds and stuff like that, I fall downhill really fast. And it stinks because it's like I can't even go out and do anything because like groups of people really get to me. But I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to deal with it. I've gotten a little better with it, but then like you get better and then drop right off and you're back to where you started. Um, so, when I tried to get a job, and I worked for a couple days, and the thought of going somewhere new, not knowing anybody, and just something completely different and out of my realm that I usually don't do or would even want to do, I would get myself sick to my stomach before I go in, to the point where I couldn't leave the bathroom for more than 5 seconds. I tried explaining that, and I totally agree with what the boss did. They said that obviously at this time I need to worry about getting myself situated so I can be able to work. One of the biggest things with that is it's been extremely hard for me to find work here. Luckily, I found a program through the VA to go back to school. So I'm back in school, going to college. I go to East Tennessee State University. Right now I have a major in criminal justice, but I'm going to be changing that when we move back to New Jersey. I'm going to switch to social worker because I want to be a VA patient advocate and help veterans and stuff like that. So I want to change my major big time. I hate criminal justice. I don't know why I went into it. I thought it would be easy. I was already in the field, and stuff like that, but there's no job that I could get without being a cop. And physically, I cannot do it because of my back. Like laying here right now, it hurts. I mean, it's just every day, it's in pain. If I sit in a chair too long, I get it. I was sitting feeding Aaron a little earlier, and my back started like tightening up and getting bad. So, there's that, and then there's the brain. My brain messes with me way too much. That's also why another reason I don't sleep, which screws up me in the morning. It's hard sometimes to even get up for school because I'll be up all night because like Cindy will say something and my brain will warp it and make it extremely bad. So I'll sit there and my brain just yap all night long, and I don't fall asleep till like 6, and I have to be up at 7 to get ready for school. And that kind of caused a little problem. Or like I'll be thinking of one thing and then all of a sudden my brain's like, oh, your parents are hurt, or oh, this person's hurt, or something's wrong with the baby before it came out. And I would sit up all night and be upset and cry and yell at my head to stop, and kind of like a scene out of a crazy movie. But it's like, it's something I dealt with so long that I'm just trying to deal with it. It's hard, but I don't know. I have great support. Cindy's been really good with me. She's put up with a lot. When I get mad, I say mean things, and she knows it's not me talking. It's, you know, I can't control it. It just comes out, and, you know, 5 seconds later, I'm like, oh crap. You know, why did I just say that? You know, you don't mean it. Why would you say something like that? And I know she knows I don't mean it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt her. You know, you words are the worst things because you can't take words back. Um, Honestly, you really can't take punching somebody in the face back either. So I don't know why they say words are most hurtful, but yeah. Um, oh, I guess because it's emotional. Yeah, because it's emotional hurt, and you can't take that back. Somebody you punch in the face, that'll heal after a while. But yeah, and that's the thing. Like I was saying, how her parents think like I do mean things to her when I don't. You know, I'm like I said, I may say hurtful things, but it's not on purpose, and I've been trying to work on that. A lot of this is self-help and doing it on my own. I go to a doctor at the VA, but it's more or less, how's your pills working for you? Okay, how you been doing? And I try and talk to them, and okay, see you in a month. And it's like, what was the point of me even driving 40 minutes to come here? So, I don't know. That's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to. I hope this kind of helps you guys notice, like, when I'm upset, or, you know, if you see me looking grumpy, it has nothing to do with, you know, you guys or my wife or anything like that. I probably honestly just had a real bad day. Or, you know, it's just something stupid. I might have went to Walmart. You know, I could be pissed off because of Walmart. It happens at any store. It's not just Walmart. It's just easy to say about Walmart. But, yeah, so if you guys have any other questions about this, what I just talked about, please feel free to ask me. You know, I'm an open book. You can ask about the military, like what happened in the military, stuff like that. Some things I won't go into grave detail, like nobody raped me or nobody touched me. It was more like fights and getting hit or threatened or just mentally abused. As I call it, the Gomer Pyle of the Army. That's who I was. If you don't know who that is, watch Full Metal Jacket and you'll find out. So, I guess I will see you guys later. See ya.